live. We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live.
Push P.
Beautiful day in football.
We are live. Crime code, because I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
These Titans numbers are. This shit is hilarious.
Make sure I post on the right account. There you go. Hey. Oh gosh. Doing all this shit is annoying. I tell you that much, boy. I tell you.
Ooh, why can't you do Joker like that, bro? Jesus Christ.
Generational. My bad.
Yeah, calm down,
Yeah, generation. I do concur.
nigga. That nigga not even better than Evan Mobley, son.
Evan Mobley's a unicorn, brother.
A generational one.
Talk to him.
We ain't never seen nothing like Evan Mobley before, yeah.
That's why I told LeBron go back to Cleveland.
Tell them give us sex land. They can have the old man.
He should. I agree.
Well, nah, keep Garland. I just want Sexton. Give me Sexton and 2 first-round picks. They can have the old man.
Go to Keezer.
I follow a diehard Pistons account. I know he's fucking excited right now. His pants are probably wet.
Okay, I think I did everything. I hope I did. Man, oh man, this weekend, man. Whew. Made my blood boil. I'm excited, man.
I am excited.
I'm excited to lose more money.
Hmm? I want me's a bet now.
I ain't want me shit.
Could have won two. If they just give McCole Hardman, if that handoff was just a shovel pass, I would have had.
Promise you. I promise you.
I just needed the nigga to get 2 more yards, son. But the game was over by then, or it was going into overtime at least.
All I needed was them handoffs to be shovel passes. That's it. That's literally it.
Bro, he caught a 36 yard. He had 36 yards receiving, and I needed him to have 38. I was mad as shit. I could have won like 200.
I needed him to have 40.
Yep.
And then fucking, they didn't even throw the ball to Jamar in the fucking red zone. I needed a Jamar touchdown, bro. But Joe Mixon just had to cook Christian Fulton ass. He should have fell at the one, and they should have threw a fade, yo.
I was heated, boy.
Yes, you learn your lesson.
I ain't learned my lesson.
Nah, I didn't. I ain't betting on all them fucking touchdowns no more, man.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm
Only game that didn't throw me with that was the fucking the Bills game.
Yeah, that's.
I had Gabe Davis with one. I had Reek with one. Who fucked me up? Kelsey fucked me up.
Yeah.
I had Byron with one. And I think Kelsey was the only one that fucked me up.
I had Devin Singletary first touchdown score. Let's go.
That nigga was cooking that first drive, boy. And Brian Daboll said, you know what, nigga, we just going to keep running the ball on short yardage situations. Said, that's a bad idea, Brian. Josh Allen out there playing like a fucking flamethrower and you want to run the ball. I wouldn't have ran the ball the whole game.
Yeah.
Fuck establishing the run, son. You see my quarterback? Are you kidding me?
Unless it's Josh Allen, nobody.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he's the only one that's going to do the running.
The one that need to be running. It's pretty good games. First two games kind of blew me a little bit just because of the lack of scoring. But
playoff football, man.
No, I think some of that was just it's a lot of miscues and drops I've seen out there.
Playoff football, man. Niggas get tight. The games get closer. Coaching good. Defense is good.
Niggas out there pissing down their legs.
Your blood pressure rising. You know, it's big time moments, man. Not everybody built for that playoff shit, man. That shit hard.
I am. I love the playoffs. Gives me too stuff. I don't want to go home.
You gotta get the hell up out of here, brother.
No, I want to go home, yeah. I had to spend my Thanksgiving at college, man. That kind of sucked a little bit.
Said we're going back to college.
Why not?
Don ain't even graduate high school. My bad. How far you?
Don is a distinguished
Entrepreneur.
Yeah, entrepreneur.
He's a distinguished what?
He's a scholar.
Okay. He's something, nigga.
I'm telling you, man, he's got the goods academically.
I am one of one.
One of none.
You're looking at a 3.7 GPA kind of guy, you know.
A what?
3.7.
That nigga probably barely got a 1.7.
Oh, but that was academically smart, man.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Magna cum laude and all that. Yeah.
No.
No.
That takes effort.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it sounds like something you got to try for, and Don ain't trying for that shit.
Nah.
That's real hard. You gotta be like the second smartest person in your class for that or something.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to him, Drew.
What Drew say? Oh yeah, I agree, Drew, on both.
It's almost time to start the show. It's time to start the show. Can you give me Man,
Why am I getting work emails?
because you working.
No, fuck, I'm not. I clocked out 2 hours ago, boy.
Nah, you always on the clock.
Stop fucking sending me that shit.
You gonna read it though.
Yeah, I am.
Well, while you read that,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna get the show on the road, y'all.
Let's do it.
Do.
This is an emergency. I repeat, this is an emergency. Code red. This is not a drill. 3-way deal is now under protocol. Code red.
Sip. Yeah. Sip. Yeah. Big bet. Tell me what you niggas really know about big tech. These niggas be swines, might as well be made of pig flesh. Might make an appearance, but that shit just for the quick check. We the jiggy niggas in the city, bitch, dipset.
Hey. We are here. 3-way deal. Under new branding, new logo, all that good stuff. We decided to go code red, switch things up. We're gonna have a brand new, brighter, more bountiful, expanding future.
Mm-hmm.
Saying we got big things lined up. We just got big things in store, yo. We ain't going to, say it all, but got a couple big things, man. Sponsorships, new promotions, new partners.
Knew all that.
It's gonna be a big year for us, man. So with all that being said, we're gonna get the show on the road, man. We're gonna talk about the previous divisional round of the NFL playoffs. We're gonna talk about just a couple things that's regarding some of these losses and the future of players, certain players on their teams, and certain coaches on respective rosters and whatnot, and the futures of their organizations and stuff like that. Also, so we're just gonna kick this one off just because it happened recently, about a couple hours ago. My man Sean Payton down in New Orleans said, "I'm out of here. It's time to go. Did all I can here." My question to y'all is he just done in New Orleans or he done for good?
Well, Sean Payton is very cryptic with his words.
Yeah.
He said he didn't want to coach this year. So my theory is he's going to take this year off, and maybe next year when the Cowboys inevitably fire Mike McCarthy, that's where he'll go. But how Sean Payton's not like really, really, really old, man. So he still has some good years left in him, but he's done enough to me to certify that he's a Hall of Fame coach, one of the 5 best coaches I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Guys are just a fucking mastermind out there, man. So shout out Sean Payton. I think he's gonna be the Cowboys coach real soon though, because that's for one. He was rumored to go there. I don't know if it was last year or the year before.
Yeah.
When I don't know, did the Saints miss the play? I think the Saints missed the playoffs one year, and there was a whole bunch of hoopla about him going, Dallas. I think he got a good relationship with Jerry, so it kind of shocked the shit out of me, though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You shocked me. I mean, just look at the Saints situation.
I mean, yeah, bro, but Sean Payton loves the organization. He loves, Mickey Loomis and them guys. If your ass knew you was gonna leave, why didn't you do it at the end of when the season first ended, so them boys could have a turn, a chance to evaluate some more coaches before they get, 2 and 3 interviews with other teams. They might already have offers. So they might be stuck with, some coach that they might not want, even though I personally think they're just gonna upgrade Dennis Allen, the defense coordinator. They're just gonna make him coach. Dennis Allen's a really good coordinator, man. So I would think that's the direction they're going. So maybe that's why he waited so long.
If I was the Saints, I would keep it an in-house move because I mean the Saints got a good staff. They have a very good
Very
staff.
good staff.
So you don't really have to look anywhere else. Just bring a guy up. The Saints have a pretty much invested locker room. You don't want to break nothing up or bring in a guy that don't even know that locker room like that. So just go ahead, bring Dennis Allen up. You feel me? And just prepare to suffer. That's all.
They get Jameis back, I think they'll be fine, man. The offense is going to look a little different because, Sean Payton do that shit. But I think I forgot what their offensive coordinator name was. Carmichael, I think his last name Carmichael. I think. I just don't know what they're going to do with quarterback because if you bring Jameis back, who says he's 100% healthy? And then behind Jameis, what you going to do? Ian Book? I mean, Hall of Fame, future Hall of Famer, BYU legend Taysom Hill. Like, come on, bro. I don't know what they're going to do with that. So it's going to be interesting for New Orleans in the offseason, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think
And you broke. You broke.
But they always broke, and it never matters. So I don't even give a fuck about that anymore. They're always broke.
I think the cap
broke for a decade.
Yeah, I think the cap will help a little bit more because they got some players that's the end of their contract. You're gonna have to let Armstead go for sure.
Marcus Williams, Armstead.
I think they're gonna let a couple guys go, but I think that, they're pretty solid at drafting, so I think they're gonna.
They draft very well.
They're pretty solid in drafting, man. So I think they're bringing them.
That Cesar Ruiz pick was still very well.
You know what I'm saying? Cesar Ruiz fucking stinks, but for the most part, they draft well. Think about it. All the main cogs on their team, the core of the team, got drafted by the Saints, man. Ramczyk, AK, MT, Lattimore, Marcus Williams, Cam Jordan, Davenport, David Omenyetta. The core of the team got drafted by them boys, man. So I think they pretty fine on that end.
I don't know, man. Past year, that Peyton Turner, that was terrible. But
yeah, I swore to God they were going to pick Elijah Moore, but guess not.
I'll tell you, when you really look at it, Peyton Turner, nothing good this year except the Debo, kind of like him.
Yeah, Debo. I mean, Peyton Turner wasn't bad this year though. And Pete Warner,
look it up.
Oh man, Pete Warner can play.
Cesar Ruiz, Zach Bond.
Yeah, Zach Bond stinks.
He's gonna come up 2019. Eric McCoy,
good player. Eric McCoy, good.
Then you hit on Chauncey Gardner.
Mm-hmm.
After that,
no.
Chauncey Gardner Johnson, Eric McCoy. That's a good team.
Would you look at that? They drafted Boston Scott. Imagine if they kept him.
I mean, I guess, but he wouldn't get the ball because they just give it to AK all the time anyway. AK, and I'm pretty sure Mark Ingram was on the squad then too.
Nah, give it up. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Traquan Smith, that was pretty bad.
Traquan Smith been a wide receiver too for the last 2 years.
By default.
That's disgusting.
They done tried to bring in.
They hate wide receivers
at all.
Nigga, the Saints and the Packers just refuse to draft wide receivers, and it just doesn't make any sense to me.
The Saints try to create
one really good guy. That's all we need.
You got to remember, they try to bring in Dez. They try to bring in Brandon Marshall. They had Emmanuel Sanders for that little time. They just try to cheap out every time. And
nigga, go draft the wide receiver. Bro, Elijah Moore was right there last year. He was right there. I just don't understand. And I mean, I guess they were assuming MT was going to be there. They drafted Troutman the year before, and they had some high hopes for him. Marquez Callaway's a solid player. Traquan Smith is okay. But, they have invested zero into their weaponry offensively. And it came back to bite them. Well, mostly injury bit them on the ass this year. But still, man, that offense wasn't great. They could have been a lot better with, any other wide receiver. Like anybody.
Man. Some people stuck in their ways, man. You gotta switch it up now. Maybe a new move at the head coach position is gonna change that. You never know.
Hopefully
not. They drafted Garrett Wilson first round, so.
You never know. Let's go ahead and dive into the divisional round. We're gonna start out with the first game of the weekend. Saturday afternoon, we had the Cincinnati Bengals go ahead and walk down to Tennessee off the bye. First off the bye, Tennessee. Derrick Henry returned. and Cincinnati somehow took care of business. 1916, Burrow got obliterated. It was awful,
Amazing.
man. And it just don't make sense how with so many sacks and so many opportunities that somebody with an offense like Tennessee just don't get the job done. You know, and I saw one thing. I kind of questioned it. Variable said that Henry was 100% going to go 100, all that.
No, he wasn't.
Limited snap count. He was definitely on a limited snap count.
Yeah. Like don't say you're gonna do something, then don't do it.
I completely disagree. Like 100% disagree.
I
I
understand.
100%
I
disagree.
understand because then you form your defense a certain way to expect that.
It's not even that. It's that
Even if
he
you're not,
wasn't effective. He wasn't good,
it wasn't.
nigga. He's coming off of a foot injury that he was out for 3.5 months, right? Your running game was still good without him. Go back and watch the game and you tell me which
Oh yeah,
running back ran with more juice and
oh yeah.
more power
Johnson
and
Foreman
more
was definitely
elusive.
told much better. He
Foreman was better. I promise you, if they would have ran Foreman 10 more times, they probably win that game because he could get out in the open field. He could break tackles. He wasn't thinking about if the fucking metal plate in his foot was going to fall out and all that weird shit, all them screws in his foot. The Tennessee's game plan offensively was if Derrick Henry had a ramp up, like he played 2 games before that. You just, I don't give a fuck how much of a meta human he is. He's still a human. He's just not going to come off of a foot injury and be Superman. So that was the first problem with how Tennessee attacked offensively. The second problem was Ryan Tannehill just
does
couldn't
not
get
have.
it done. He
He
just
does not have.
couldn't get it done. He had AJ Brown wide open for a touchdown in the second quarter on a, I don't know if it was a post or a bang eight, whatever you want to call it, wide open down the middle of the field, overthrown by like 3 or 4 yards. He first play of the game forces a pass into Julio Jones, and like I told y'all on the pod, bro, last week, they're gonna go play action in breakers because they don't think Jesse Bates can fuck with them boys physically. It doesn't matter if he can't fuck with him physically if he gets there before Julio do, and he still threw the ball. He still threw that shit, man. The first play of the game,
I
the
was
very first fucking
looking
play of
at
the game. It he absolutely cannot be your best player offensively in a playoff game and expect for you to win. I don't think they put too much on his shoulders. He just couldn't fucking deliver. And like I told y'all last week on the pod, defensively, the Titans was going to run pressure with 4. They was going to get there. They was going to do a whole bunch of twists and stunts and beat the shit out of Burrow. They beat the fuck out of him. But it didn't matter because Tannehill gave him the ball 3 goddamn times, man. And the worst play of the game. The last play the Titans had on offense. 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. You throw an in-breaker to Nicholas Westbrook Akina? Son, it's the 4th quarter. The ball isn't going anywhere except to AJ Brown. I don't give a fuck if it's 3 niggas on AJ Brown. It's not going to anybody else. No, bro. You can't be. I mean, I guess you gotta trust your guys out there, man. So I kind of get it.
I can't even say that because the tight end was open right there.
Open. He was open 3 yards before Nick Westbrook and Kennedy. He leans forward. He gets a first down. And even if he didn't get the first down, at least you don't throw a pick. There was no space for him to complete that. Westbrook Akina was going to have to reach out, extend his arms, and pluck that motherfucker. That's just not what you. Not that he can't do it, but that's not the player you want attempting that with your season on the line. It was a disaster class from Ryan Tannehill, bro. Just absolutely fucking terrible.
Here's my thing with Tennessee. I just didn't understand. First, with the game plan, think about it. You grabbed the number one seed without Derrick Henry. So you would have been fine without him. Just run with Foreman and maybe use Derrick Henry in the red zone because he's a red
Yes.
zone god.
Yes.
You chose not to do that. So you ignored that. I just the one thing we said about Ryan Tannehill is when it's come to third down, he's not gonna fuck up.
He fucked up.
He fucked up every time. I mean, every single
And
time.
then the pick to Mike Hilton. You saw this monkey jump in the goddamn air, man. You saw him. You saw him 18 feet in the air in front of you, and you still threw the ball. You still did it.
And at this point, you wasted a beautiful AJ Brown game.
Oh,
Beautiful
my God.
AJ Brown.
Dominant.
You have playoff Julio. Julio was playing good. He was playing good. I think at this point, it is what it is with Ryan Tannehill. In the playoffs, you're seeing it. All these other teams, except the 49ers, because they have a perfect team outside of quarterback. But all these other teams have that quarterback that could just raise the game. They can raise the game. Tannehill can't raise the game, man. I'm sorry. He can manage the game good. And that's what we expected him to do. But when it didn't work, he has nothing else to revert to. He has no last resort. He has nothing.
He's an above average quarterback. Like, I don't think there's 15 quarterbacks in the NFL that are better than Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah. But you
the
gotta
problem is he's just not that guy.
Yeah.
And you don't necessarily need him to be. What you don't need him to do is throw 3 interceptions, man. 3 of them. One of them was on the first play, and the other was on the last play. That's just
But you gotta think about this though.
It's insane.
He straight up, he did not have a good season really either. 21 touchdowns, 14 picks. That's not really Tannehill. That's not the Tannehill you want to see, bro. It's not.
It's not. But they kind of forced him to throw a little bit more this year because Derek was hurt, and AJ Brown got hurt for a little bit. And Julio gonna get nicked up every now and then. So they played like 115 snaps together, the big three, Weapons and Tannehill, the whole year. So the chemistry wasn't there outside of
that was a big
Tannehill to AJ Brown because they played together for 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna say that Ryan Tannehill overall the season was a failure for the Titans, but you got the number one seed. You had a bye week. You were playing an inferior roster. Your defense pressured Burrow like 28 times. Had 9 sacks in a playoff game. Jeffrey Simmons and Harold Landry were playing like men with a purpose out that motherfucker. The other problem was they didn't tackle very well, and they took really bad angles. And Christian Fulton specifically, he got cooked on the Mixon touchdown, and for some reason he decided to run around Jamar Chase when he caught that screen pass that he almost took to the crib of Tyler Boyd and get the hell out of the way.
That's kind of what I expected out of Tennessee's secondary. I mean, we both knew that secondary wasn't that. Byard's good, but the secondary.
But they got smart players, man. You just can't. It's not that they weren't physically in position. They just mentally fucked up. I mean, maybe on the Mixon touchdown, Christian Fulton was too far to the inside. But he still fell. He still got his ass cooked. So it's just, I'll put it like this. You can't lose a game where the opposition scores 1 touchdown. They scored 1
It's
touchdown.
hilarious. You got 9 sacks.
They scored 1 touchdown.
The Bengals had more penalties, and you lost.
And you lost.
Because of the turnover game, bro.
And it's his second week in a row since he's won by scoring 1 touchdown, kicking all field goals.
I'll tell you something. Evan McPherson, he on his way, boy. That nigga nice.
He's legit. Only thing I wish Cincinnati did, Mixon averaged about 4 yards a carry. If help Burrow out. You feel me? Get a little more handoffs just to take a little pressure off instead of him having to flinch every half a second because Jeffrey Simmons is already in his face.
I'll give it to Burrow, man. He stayed cool, calm, and collected the whole game. He has excellent poise, and I don't want to call him, like a young man, a nigga 25 years old, but he has excellent poise for a young NFL quarterback.
Yeah,
And he stayed in there, and when it was money time, I didn't understand why the Bengals was playing Chase like that on that last first down that they threw. I don't even want to play two over the top. I don't even want Jamar Chase to get off the line. Nigga, throw it to T. Higgins. Anybody else, please. Throw it to Tyler Boyd. Anybody. I'm putting two niggas on Jamar Chase within 8 yards of the line of scrimmage. You can't play two-man on him and give him, outside leverage. It's just, and he beat, who was it, Jack Rabbit? He beat him off the line inside and still got back outside. Like, bro, that just can't happen. I wouldn't be playing man with the game on the line against Jamar Chase anyway, unless I have like a top tier corner, which the Titans do not have.
On the line, period, nigga. That's just me though.
I'd have to really trust my number one guy,
which I don't. So see,
I would not have been like, no, fuck that. We playing some cover two, nigga. You gonna have to hit a whole shot. You gonna have to throw it over a linebacker, anything else than you throwing it to Jamal Chase to set up the game winner.
I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think that this loss puts anybody in Tennessee's organization in the hot seat?
No, fuck no.
No, they exceeded expectations.
Yes,
they exceeded expectations.
Yeah. Mike Ray was one of the
with your stars. All your stars was hurt this year. All your stars got hurt this year, and you still grabbed the number one seed.
Whole offensive line was hurt in and out all year. Defense to start the year was stinky. They overachieved. But when you're the 1 seed and you have 9 sacks and the kicker scores all the points for the other team, you have to win that game. You have to, bro. Absolutely have to win that game. But they wanted to run an injured Derrick Henry 20 fucking times. He averaged 3 yards a carry. 3.
Former average.
Oh, yeah. Shout out DJ Reader. DJ Reader was beating the shit out of everybody. Oh, my goodness. He had a hell of a game, man. Trey Henderson, too. That boy good.
All right, let's dive into the next game of the weekend. We have the late night game on Saturday night. San Francisco taking the dub 13-10 over Green Bay. An underwhelming performance by the Packers overall, man. We kind of expected San Fran to, have the offense that they had in this game, but the defense really stepped up and created a lot of problems for the Green Bay Packers. And not only that, Green Bay seemed to shoot themselves in the foot a lot on offense too. But
this game pissed me off. A lot of things about this game.
What anybody expected to happen. Nobody.
It was weird as shit because it started off with the Packers literally running the ball the entire first drive and scoring. So I'm like, oh shit, they locked and loaded. They ready. After that point, they got nothing except for, they were throwing to Devontae Adams. Of course, Devontae had like 9 catches for like 93 yards, something like that. Outside of the one play where Aaron Jones, for some reason, decided to cut back inside instead of just, running straight, they got nothing offensively. So shout out to D'Amico Ryans and them boys and San Fran. But the Packers, man, they could. They're done. They just blow it up. They're done, man. And I really like LaFleur, but they're done. You cannot host another playoff game in Big Bad Lambeau. Everybody's so scared to come up to Lambeau. It's cold.
It starts snowing and everything.
It's snowing, and these niggas from California. It don't matter if you get out physical. And we kind of should have saw the writing on the wall in the last couple games of Green Bay season. Green Bay special teams
is the worst in the league.
It's not worse than the Chargers. Cut it out. But yes, it stinks. It stinks. The reason they lost the game, if we're just being honest, they got a field goal blocked and a punt blocked.
Yeah.
You cannot let that happen in playoff football, especially in playoff football where all three phases, everything is just magnified. Every mistake is bigger. Every mistake costs you more. You let them, you let them block a punt
That was
and
10
a field goal.
They got 10 points off both of those, bro.
All the points they scored outside of the last play of the game came off your special teams fuck ups.
And it's sad, bro, because this is the shit that pissed me off. This is the shit that pissed me off. All right, so first of all, we expected Bakhtiari to play. That's all we was hearing, right? We was hearing that all day. Then when it came to game time, this nigga's in sweats. So I'm already nervous for Aaron Rodgers.
It's different when you warming up and then when you go out to Lambeau and it's 9 degrees, nigga. You're like, oh shit, my fucking leg is cold and it's tightening up and shit. So yeah, I get it though. I
get it. So that goes on. Nick Bosa just whoops their ass.
Oh Jesus.
And Eric Armstead.
Eric Armstead had a hell of a game too.
I was watching
Jones had a good game.
I was watching every Nick Bosa snap, and I was like, Jesus, this is violent. Like he is blowing their ass up.
His brain.
So Aaron Rodgers he could have stayed calm and collected because he didn't have much time in the pocket. And we praised this O-line all year because they did what they had to do with the pieces they had. But when it's a nigga like Nick Bosa, this is why it's important. This is why it's important when you have trenches. You gotta have that one pass rusher that just
gotta have a guy.
You gotta have the guy. And Nick Bosa's that guy, and he blew shit up all night. Now, I love the Packers defense. They played fucking excellent. They played excellent. Shanahan knew his game plan. Everybody knows Shanahan's game plan. I'm not about to throw. We're going to run the ball, and we're going to get shit started. Green Bay was not having none of that shit. They was not having any of that shit. Kenny Clark had a good-ass game. Garoppolo had 130 yards, no touchdowns, and a fucking pick. He does it again. He keeps getting away with these shitty-ass performances, and the team barrels off with a win because Green Bay special teams can't get shit going. Oh my God, Mason Crosby has not been good all year. He's been fucking terrible all year, and it showed again. You get your field goal blocked. You would think after you get your field goal blocked, some of your guys will block a little bit harder on special teams. You'll put more guys down there and do something. You go and get your fucking punt blocked after that. For a touchdown.
That is simple.
I was watching that motherfucker. I was like,
where's the ball?
No way this is happening right now. I was like, is this a Chargers game, nigga? There's no way this stupid shit is happening right now.
This could have been. This is probably like the most craziest way to lose a fucking game where your defense is playing elite. Your offense can't really get the job done, but your defense is not letting nothing pass. But 49ers kept having decent field position because your special teams fucking stinks. And it ruined the game. So now
you know what was really funny though?
San Fran was having okay drives to me, man. It was just whenever they got
but they started in good field position.
Right. But it was just whenever they got the third down, it was just we're ready to go.
I don't care what nobody says, bro. I don't care if you play in Detroit, Michigan. I don't give a fuck if you play at Lambeau Field for 17 games. There is something about 6-degree weather that will fuck up a game. I don't give a fuck. There's no getting used to that. No human is used to that. It doesn't. There's none of that shit. So it was going to be a low-scoring game anyway. I didn't think that it would be 2 touchdowns in between the teams. And again, how do you allow a team that scored no offensive touchdowns to win the game? And the funniest part about it, Jimmy G tried to give the game up like 4 other times.
Oh my God!
He tried to give the game.
He should have more interceptions the way he
should have like 3 of them.
If Eric Stokes, that one play, all Eric Stokes had to do is not play the receiver. Look at the fucking ball. That's a house call.
That's house call. Game's over right there. Game's over because they weren't going to score 17 points. They just weren't. San Fran wasn't going to score all that. It's just insane to me. Not that Jimmy G keeps getting away with it because y'all know how I feel. QB wins ain't a real thing. But how the fuck does your quarterback continue to play so bad and you beat these teams, man. That shit is insane.
That shit is not fair, bro. It's not fair. But
Jimmy G has 0 passing touchdowns in the playoffs, and the 49ers have 2 wins. Like, what? Come on, man. That shit is crazy.
They be catching niggas lacking, man.
so let me say this.
D'Amico Ryans. Shout out D'Amico Ryans for sure, though, man. He needs
Oh
a
yeah,
head
he's
coach.
gonna get a job. He's gonna get a job after this. But let me just say this, man, because all the bullshit. Aaron Rodgers is gone. All right, we all know that.
Out of there, buddy.
He's gone. There's no way he's staying.
He's a future Pittsburgh
But
Steeler.
one thing I'm tired of is this shit is afterwards, everyone's mad at Aaron Rodgers. I get it. I mean, but he got beat up this game.
Yeah.
He wasn't good. He got beat up this game though, but I'm so tired of people putting great quarterbacks and you're automatically forcing to compare them to an anomaly, which is Tom Brady. Can we stop doing that shit? Seriously. Stop comparing great quarterbacks to a man that's won 7 rings. That's something we've never seen before.
We're never going to see it again.
We're never, ever going to see it again. You're neglecting the greatness of other quarterbacks that you're watching because you want to compare them to Tom Brady every single time. We got to stop that.
It's hilarious because they was talking about how can Green Bay have 30 consecutive years of great quarterback play and only have 2 Super Bowls?
It's a team
shut the fuck up. Shut up. You know how hard it is to win a playoff game? And you're complaining because they won 2 Super Bowls?
People don't understand, bro.
Only won 2 Super Bowls.
Drew Brees won his Super Bowl in like 2009.
Didn't win another one.
He never even went back.
He didn't even get there again.
Bro.
Dan Marino has 0 Super Bowls. 0. Like, come on, bro. There is 21 other players on the field at all times. How do we keep putting everything on the quarterback? That doesn't mean we can't call them out for their shitty performances because A-Rod was not good. But niggas, oh yeah, I'm gonna get him out my top 5. What? Like, bro, winning matters to a certain extent. Yes, somebody got to win games, right? Somebody got to win games, but you can't put it all on one player in the ultimate team sport. That just can't happen, and they continuously do it, and this is why. NFL and sports discourse, just NFL really. NBA is always going to be like that because, niggas just love comparing everybody to Jordan. But that's why NFL discourse is in the fucking drain now. Everybody is, oh, well, QB this, QB that. Nigga, it's a football team out there, man. Come on.
Just appreciate the guys while they're here, man.
Yeah, because Aaron Rodgers ain't going to be here forever. Tom Brady ain't going to be here forever.
The crazy thing is, if Aaron Rodgers is on your team right now, you love the shit. You love the shit. So why the fuck are we complaining?
They'll appreciate him next year when he's playing for the Steelers, man. And TJ Watt giving the nigga the ball back and he on the 26-yard line because TJ got a strip sack. They'll appreciate him next year. I promise.
Steelers got enough money for Adams? I think they do.
Who, the Steelers?
Yeah, they should. They don't pay nobody. They should have enough money for Adams.
Cam Hayward, TJ.
That's about it.
I mean, Ben, he gone.
They got Juju.
Tuitt, I guess Tuitt's probably paid handsomely. Pretty well at least.
You got enough to take.
Minka's gonna come up soon. Because Minka's 5th-year option will be next year. So they're gonna have to pay Minka. They just paid Cam Sutton a little bit. So they I'm pretty sure they got some room for him, but I don't think Devontae want to go there, man. Devontae want to go where it's hot, nigga. He want to go with the warm. That's what I think Aaron Rodgers want to do, honestly.
They're both from Cali.
It just makes sense. Now, if both of them niggas go to the Raiders, I'm going to have a fit. But it would make sense. It would definitely make sense. You know what I'm saying?
49 is such a perfect team, dog.
The only problem with that team is they can fix the offensive line a little bit more. Get some guys on the interior, and I don't know what the fuck is up with Mike McGlinchey. I think he got hurt. I don't think he was, to me. And I follow a few 49ers fans. I don't think he was that good before the injury, but they need to help. They need to help a little bit on that offensive line because
Darius Smith was kicking ass.
Yeah, and he only played like 16 snaps too. That's the funny part.
And he made sure every snap was
Nigga, I think he got a sack on the first drive. I was like, oh shit.
I said, this nigga in the zone.
Yeah, big Z back. I don't know how much Jair played either, man. I was just locked in on, just the game. I don't know how much.
Don't get me wrong, I still feel good about the Packers, even though they're gonna have Jordan Love. They still got a good roster.
Yeah, they do. Savage and Amos played a really good game as well.
They're gonna have to upgrade that wide receiver room for that matter.
Oh, fuck yeah, nigga. It's gonna be Lazard and MVS next year. And who they draft this year? Number 8. What's their kick returner name, Don? Clemson.
Amari Rodgers.
Amari goddamn Rodgers.
Oh, yeah, Amari Rodgers.
That's my boy.
Yeah,
now.
Fucking
I would like to see him get some. Nah, that's my boy. That's my boy now.
Of course it is, but he stink.
He kind of a little poo-poo. But let's go and dive into the next game that we had. We had the Sunday the early game.
Oh, the heart attack game.
Oh yeah, the Los Angeles Rams with
man, fucking McVay drives me.
Man. Los Angeles Rams taking care of business 30-27, man. We got a nice little Brady exit in the second round, man. This is not normal. This is not normal.
It's not.
Let me tell you something. The Rams defense came to play early.
I told y'all, man.
Play early, man.
Don't pickups matter.
Even though Stafford, he played good for 3 quarters, and then I don't know what he did in the fourth quarter.
He was off in the second half for real, man.
He just.
It don't help when you fumble 4 times.
Yeah, so the real issue with that, I can't even blame Stafford for real, because I one thing I know for sure is you ain't gonna hold Tampa Bay down for too long, because when you're up that much and you feel like you gotta run the ball to run the clock out, thing is you can't run the ball on these niggas.
Nope. Vita Bay is not letting that happen.
Yeah. That's what you're not gonna do.
So you're kind of being forced to have to be more aggressive, but Tampa Bay is good, man. So it's like it's good. Like they were up, fired up. Defense looked great. Let me tell you something. When Tristan Wirfs was out, they ain't just the whole line looked bad. It wasn't just like I've seen the other All-Pro guys get fucking embarrassed too. But I love the strategy they did. They said, all right, first of all, Raheem Morris is a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, he's ignorant.
He's a maniac. He's seen that Wirfs is out. Said, okay, Aaron, I'm going to put you on the right end. I want you to fuck this nigga up all game long. So Donovan Smith, who's his known weakness is speed, guys, got to go deal with Von Miller today. This shit ain't work.
That looked like 2015 Von Miller, nigga.
Tom Brady didn't have any type of fucking time. Tom Brady's main thing is he gets the ball out quick, but he couldn't beat the fact that niggas was already there before he got the ball out. They were already there. So he couldn't beat that. The passing game didn't really get going to the second half when Mike Evans kind of finally figured out how to he had to get more physical with Jalen to try and get himself open. First of all, that's what he could have been did. That's the thing with Mike Evans. He's fucking too soft sometimes. You're a big ass nigga, man. Just push him out your way and get going. So he started doing that in the second half, and it started working out. So that's how they started coming back a little bit. And then the Rams, it's hard because you're up so much and you can't run the ball on these niggas. One thing I want McVay to do is, nigga, you use a lot of running backs. Why are you only using a nigga who just came off an Achilles injury? He had a good game last game.
Obviously, because he got a superhuman fucking Achilles. Weird ass shit.
But you gave him the ball. 24 carries for 48 yards, nigga, and he fumbled twice. He averaged 2 yards a carry on the
boy.
You wasn't going to force your way into it. Well, maybe he'll just have a big run. No, nigga, this is Tampa Bay. Use your other guys. Use Sony Michel. I think Henderson came back. We need to see that nigga. Like, you got to mix it up, man. But the passing game, whew, boy, they exposed them DBs, boy. Let me tell you something.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Cooper Kupp is
Who was getting jiggy?
Cooper Kupp is a fucking maniac, dog. Like, the route running. He gave their ass the whole tree. It was beautiful.
Good, man.
Odell was even pretty
then
solid there too.
Once again, I don't know if niggas are not learning yet, but you got to stop doubling Cup and letting Odell get his one-on-ones with these bum cornerbacks like Sean Murphy, brother. You can't, dog. Stop giving Odell one-on-ones, okay? He's in his bag. He got confidence now. You don't want to deal with that one-on-one. I get you trying to take the top off and contain Cup. You didn't even do that. 183 fucking yards. Oh my God, we don't even want to talk about the last play. Why the fuck is the safety blitzing?
Listen, that was my problem. That's my biggest problem. Fuck everything else that happened in that game.
Oh man.
It's not only that you blitz the safety from the slot. You blitz the safety from the slot that was over top of Cooper Kupp. And then, okay, you playing outside leverage. You're not letting them get out of bounds. You want every second to drain off the clock. Why the fuck do you think they're not going for the kill shot? It's Matthew Stafford.
That's my thing.
It's Matthew Stafford.
Todd Bowles, he tried to be a hero too much with the shit. When you were in that Super Bowl, you did good containing, keeping too high, keeping Mahomes on his heels. So why abandon that? Why abandon that with Matt Stafford, who's another gambler?
You wanted his victory moment, yo.
Coaches have niggas don't understand this. Coaches have egos too. What has gotten Todd Bowles to this point? He's super aggressive. He's gonna blitz whenever the fuck he wants. I'm gonna be me until I die. And that's what happened to Todd Bowles. His ass died. Because he wanted to send a slot safety blitz on a second down. There's just no way. And the thing is, they have meetings before these games. I know that they know Matthew Stafford absolutely abused anybody that blitzed him this year. He had like 15 touchdowns and 1 pick against the blitz the whole season. Why? Maybe you get first, second, third quarter, you blitz them because that's what the fuck you do as Todd Bowles. Cool. But it's money time. And you blitzed. And not only did you leave your safety out to dry, there was probably some miscommunication there. Probably somebody was supposed to rotate over to the middle half of the field or the middle third of the field and be there to replace, Winfield when he went to play man on Cup. But you still are leaving too much margin for error for your players. I don't even want y'all to be able to think that you're going to fuck it up. We're just going to play vanilla ass coverage and they're going to have to dink and dunk their way up the field to win this game. You know what I'm saying? You got all the momentum. Your 7-time champion quarterback is on fire now. He's hot. And you're like, you know what? I'm not even going to let him get a chance to get the ball back. Let's send a fucking slot blitz. It just doesn't make no sense, man. And shout out Stafford and Cooper Kupp for just being fucking amazing because that was a dime and a lot of receivers wouldn't have caught that. It's money time, bro. You start getting tense then. But he made the catch. And poor Antoine Winfield. Even if he ran a fucking sail route, Antoine, he's 5'9". Come on, bro. He ain't handling no fucking Cooper Kupp.
Big heart, yeah. Big heart.
Yeah, he got a big heart, but Cooper Kupp got a big route tree. So none of that shit matters, bro. None of that shit matters. And I know Stafford was on the sideline sweating like a motherfucker when he was up 27-3 and he started to see it. It was like, okay, 27-13, we got it.
Yeah,
then your center snaps the ball 70 yards behind you. Then you go to the sideline, you're like, no.
I was like, here it goes.
We got it. And this is right after Von Miller gets the ball back after Cam Akers fumbled. So there was 3 fumbles in like 6 plays, by the way. I know he was on the sideline like, bro, I know Brady ain't about to 27-3 my ass. It get 27-20. I know he on the sideline shaking like a fucking stripper. Everybody over that bitch tight than a motherfucker. McVay sweating through them tight ass shirts he always got on. I know the motherfuckers was just they just wasn't there. Who scored the tying touchdown? Lenny? Was it Lenny or was the Mike Evans touchdown?
I think
it was Lenny.
Lenny.
When Lenny cooked Troy Reader in the hole. Once it got 27-27,
because
these guys are human, man. Back. I know them motherfuckers was like, bruh, Brady just got our ass. And then, you blitz a safety on second down.
That was the biggest God bless y'all. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you. Because I promise you, they don't score right there. As it always happened, God loves Thomas Edward Brady. They would have got the ball first, and Matthew Stafford wouldn't have touched the ball again. So
it was going down there.
They was finna lose. They was gonna lose, bro. But Todd Bowles was like, you know what? I know my roots, nigga. This what got me here. And I mean, I guess I get it to a certain extent. You've been a head coach. You're a really good
safety, bless y'all.
That's who he is, bro. That's who he is, nigga. Steve Spagnuolo 4 weeks ago saw Jamar Chase give him 230 at one point. It was like, you know what? It's a 3rd and 27. You know what I'm gonna do? Blitz. Cover 0. We're gonna let Tarvarius Ward do it. These coaches have egos, man. So they gonna do what they feel like, that's what got them there. So tough loss for Tampa, big time win for the Rams, man. Von Miller, God. Von Miller and Aaron Donald had 18 pressures. 18.
That's why you pick them up, man.
That's why you make these trades.
They got like 28
for this reason, bro.
Nigga, it felt like 50. It felt like every time Tom Brady dropped back, Von Miller was smacking him in the back of his neck. Every time.
Yeah, stretched ass, all that shit. You seen that boy doing this, doing all that, looking like Von.
Looking like 2015 Von, man.
That's why I need it. You get Von for that reason. You trade it for Stafford because Stafford makes that throw. Goff ain't making that fucking pass.
Oh, hell no. Yeah.
The Goff is your boy.
He is my boy. That's my boy.
Kyle Legend.
Your boy out of a starting job next year, brother. I tell you that.
No. I think that.
He be the starter next year. He good.
Dan Campbell
just a year after that.
Yeah. Dan Campbell like him, but he knows that nigga, you got one more chance.
Yeah, he like, look, nigga, you stink, but we ain't got nothing better right now. So
and I like you as a person. So
yeah, good guy. Got a good head on his shoulders.
So he's staying, but I got a question for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
What's Brady? What Brady doing, y'all?
He coming back.
Please. Just go away. Take care of your family, bro. All right, you don't gotta keep playing football. You got sponsorships from Under Armour.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck that family. Come back. Let's go. One more round.
I think
you can't Aaron Rodgers throwing 43 touchdowns.
Brady loves his family. All right, this ain't Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he loves his family. That's why he moved him to sunny Florida instead of cold ass Massachusetts.
And they're gonna rest in Florida.
Yeah, after next year.
You can come visit.
The milestone is are you gonna retire at age 44? That don't even sound right. Let me get to 45. That sounds good. That's a nice, cool ass number to end it off.
That's like, I don't like 7 rings. Number. Let's get to 8.
That's cool. You know what I'm saying? And you just can't go out after you throw 44 touchdowns, or 41, 42, whatever you threw. Led the league in touchdowns. You can't go out after you have an MVP.
I think so, man. Come on, man. Your wife, your kids, they don't want to see you get hit like this no more. Your lip was bleeding.
Oh yeah,
that's just Vaughn headbutted that nigga.
But he was kirky. That man was.
This is a different game right here. I said the refs will foul Brady. Oh, this a different game. I said the refs is fed up with this shit. They
probably calling them niggas all types of bitches and all types of shit.
They said they sick of me now. The refs is throwing the flag. There we go.
He wasn't having it yet, Brady was not.
We are not on your side, niggas.
I swear he's ready to smack a nigga with a tablet. I swear.
I would have fucked that.
But all right, let's dive into the last game that we had this weekend.
Oh, the greatest game.
The showdown. the game that we all were waiting for, and the game that we all got. We all
Let me tell you
appreciated
something,
this
bro.
game. KC with the late buzzer beater, the
This
42,
game, this game right here is gonna shape the league for the next 10 years. I'm trying
the
to tell you.
OT stunner, bro. This game
This,
is absolutely crazy, bro.
yeah,
Just
this is gonna change the NFL. I'm telling you that right now.
I just want to
This
say first,
specific game.
I'm gonna just say first off, shout out Gabe Davis, hell of a game. Four of them, 4 touchdowns, bro. 163 yards, right? I believe.
200.
Oh,
201.
200.
201. Why am I talking about 163? I'm thinking of something else. 201, bro. Just a hell of a game. Shout out to Gabe Days, even though you guys ain't put it off. Shout out Josh Allen, hell of a game from him also, bro.
That's my fucking boy, man. Listen, man.
It, it's
I,
just
I've been. I told you. I seen the
it's
vision.
just
I've been
man,
seeing it.
when your defense don't help you out, when your number one defense don't help you out, and in the end, in the clutch moments, it's what happened.
Let me tell you something, man. I mentioned it before of how I thought this game would pull out, where they're both good quarterbacks, man. But number 15, he just shows that shit is just it's levels, it's levels, man. And right, it's just his time right now. That's just what it is. It's his time right now. Josh Allen played fucking amazing. I'm so proud. So apparently, the game plan had to be wait to the playoffs to let this nigga run, because now all of a sudden he just started terrorizing niggas.
Yeah, that's been the plan the whole time. Fuck
Yeah.
you can't run him like that in the regular season. You just can't.
Yeah. So like having him speed that run game up, because the run game ain't shit without him. You feel me? No offense, but Devin Singletary, he stinks. He's a good pass catcher.
I
But
mean, the past two games, he looked like he was running with
he's
some
a
gym.
midget and he stinks.
He can't see anything, man.
Yeah, bro. Like,
Vision is ass.
he stinks. This is funny because I've always watched the Bills game. I'm like, Gabe Douglas is a pretty good receiver. He should get the ball more. Didn't expect this nigga to explode on the scene like this.
Nah, he's been pretty solid, bro.
Yeah,
He's a good player.
yeah.
I fuck with Gabe Davis.
So I mean that goes to Buffalo's office, man. They scout all these guys, watch all these guys, brought them in, and it's funny because the one nigga Gabe Davis said he modeled his game after is Larry Fitzgerald.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at that nigga like I don't know what the fuck got into him, but he turned into an elite route runner,
Mm-hmm.
strong ass hands.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate your number one defense couldn't get the job done. I know, and having Trey White gone, that shit hurts. That shit hurts. That shit hurts a lot because at least he can somewhat try to stop Tyreek a little bit better. But my main issue with Buffalo, man, is I tell you every time on these trenches, you can have the number one defense all you want, but if you ain't got some dogs on that fucking defense, sometimes the shit ain't gonna matter. You need a guy that could just wreck the fucking game.
Yeah.
You feel me? The Chiefs defense is ass, but Chris Jones is a game wrecker. So that type of shit just fucks everything up. The Bills don't have that. They just don't have that yet. So this offseason, I ain't gonna lie, I'm throwing cash. I'm throwing cash at about 2-3 of them pass rushes.
Nigga, Chandler Jones is the
Chandler
first
Jones.
nigga I'm called. As soon as free agency
Harold Landry, you want some money? Hassan
nigga,
Reddick,
Clowney, nigga, anybody.
I am calling people.
Hassan Reddick, nigga, anybody that can rush the pass. Nigga, Vaughn likes warm weather, so I'm pretty sure he's staying in LA.
Yeah.
But I'd give a call to Vaughn, anybody that can rush the pass.
You need guys. And I think also we got to address this run game, bro. I ain't gonna lie, because if you're not gonna have Josh run during the season, you need a better running back. Seriously, it can be through the draft. I don't give a shit. Get Zamir White. You feel me? Like
Walker, yes sir.
Yeah, like you gotta get a running back that can help it out. Singletary doesn't help shit out. Sorry to tell you, nigga average 2 yards a carry. It's he's not that guy, and I'm a little disappointed. I'm gonna say it. Stephon Diggs let me the fuck down, man. He let me the fuck down. And I mean, I get it. You're going to get doubled, this, that, and the third. But when you one of them top dog receivers, sometimes you just gotta find a fucking way, man. You do. Other receivers find a way. Shit, he'll get double. Nah, look, let's not count him because he fast as shit. See, Cup got double. He finds a fucking way. You feel me? Great receivers find a fucking way. Mike Evans was in a chokehold the whole first half by Jalen Ramsey.
Cooking his head, boy.
Yeah, you gotta find your way. And
Devontae.
he never found his way. And I was expecting a big game from him, especially because he was watching the Chiefs soak it all in last year.
His
I'm
ass
like,
watching
man,
again.
yeah, like you gotta be the guy. You gotta find a way, man. And he couldn't find his way. 7 yards is unacceptable, man.
Yeah,
I don't care how you chalk it up. 7 yards is unfucking acceptable.
that fucking game was a battle of like epic celestial just titans out there, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
15 and 17 are just different football players. Like there was 2 plays in that game that just, by the way, Patrick Mahomes didn't throw one pass that went over 20 yards.
He listened
One.
to the coaches. He listened to the coaches, and
He
it
said,
paid
I'm
himself off.
taking layups. And finally, we've been waiting all year for him to just be like, you know what? I'm going to take the fucking layup because I have Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, and he let them make plays. But fuck all that. These 2 niggas was just, you can't ask for better quarterback play or just a more fun game. So the first 2.5 quarters, no, really the first 3 quarters, we saw 2 defenses that just were not giving up explosives. They just would not let it happen. 23-14 with those 2 offenses going into the fourth quarter, that is a low-scoring game to me.
Yeah, very.
As soon as Josh Allen uncorked that ungodly throw to Gabe Davis, that shit just doesn't make it. Those type of throws,
that's what people are going to start
outdo the
looking for.
laws of physics. You know, in the middle of the season when the Bills' offense was struggling and they weren't getting explosives because the cover 2 or the too high was giving them problems because they just couldn't beat it. Do you know what their answer was? Just throw it deeper.
Yep.
Because you have the quarterback to do that shit.
Yep.
And they finally did it. After that Gabe Davis pass, bro, it was just like firework after firework after firework. The throw from Josh Allen to Gabe Davis that went like 98 yards in the air. But the funny thing about it is the pass never left the screen. You could see the ball the whole time. That play, and when Patrick Mahomes did that stupid ass half turn and then jumps and throws a dot to Byron Pringle in the back of the end zone.
I was like, bro.
Just godly plays. Like, we don't see this from quarterbacks in the playoffs. This shit just doesn't happen. So the final 2.5 minutes of the game, the Bills took the lead, gave it back, took the lead again, and then they tied. They scored with 13 seconds left. These are the biggest series of the game, the biggest just 3 plays. You kick the ball off, but you don't keep it in the field of play. That has to be I don't give a fuck if Tyreek Hill is back there or not. The chances of him taking this back into field goal range or for a touchdown are slim to none on a kickoff. We don't get a lot of kickoff touchdowns. I don't care who's back there. It's slim to none. But the probability that they get into field goal range with not 13 seconds left, but maybe 7 or 8 are almost zero without a magical play happening. And then, okay, there's 13 seconds left. You allow Tyreek Hill to get this open. And as soon as he gets open, bro, it's not like these aren't normal humans you're dealing with. He don't even have to make you miss. He's just going to outrun you. So he outruns a few niggas for, extra 7 to 8 yards. Then the next play, you just completely are like, no, we're not going to give up the sideline, which is stupid considering that the Chiefs had every time out. It don't matter. They didn't need to get to the sideline. They didn't need to. They had 3 fucking timeouts. Why are you playing them like they had 1 timeout or 0? You have to realize the context of what's going on. You have to know time, score, timeout situation, all that shit. Your number 1 defense allowed these niggas to go 45 yards in 2 plays. That's just inexcusable. It can't happen. And it ruined your chance to go to the Super Bowl, to the AFC Championship game. They were about to host an AFC Championship game after this dramatic rebuild they went through, man. Just a doozy of a rebuild. That roster was ass when Josh Allen got there. It was ass the year after Josh Allen got there. And they slowly but surely built it up for this moment. And the defense gave up 45 yards in 2 plays. Man, that's heartbreaking.
Time, bro. You just can't let that happen, man.
That just can't happen. It just cannot happen. And then we get into overtime, and everybody's like, man, well, Josh Allen should have got a chance to get the ball back. Shut the fuck up, man. Shut up.
I don't want to
Shut
hear
up.
that. I don't want to hear that.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Because here's my thing.
This isn't college, nigga.
And here's my thing. At college, you get to start at the 25 and get the score, and then the other team gets a chance. In the NFL, you have to go the whole length of the field.
And you couldn't hold them to a field goal? That's all you needed. You didn't even need to stop them from scoring.
That's on you. That is 100%.
Just don't let them score a touchdown. That's it.
That's on you. And think about this. When the Chiefs lost to the Patriots back in 2018, 2019, they got sent home. The Chiefs said the overtime rules are unfair. They had 3 proposals. Everyone in the league said no. Fuck that shit. Keep it how it is. So don't cry now.
Yeah.
Don't cry now.
The team that's benefiting from this rule didn't want it to change the shit. They was like, nah, we don't like this. And the funny thing is, 2 of the 5 last Chief wins have came against games where their quarterback was just dueling with the other quarterback. Patrick Mahomes versus Herb. That was, what was that, week 16, I think. That was a hell of a game. Winning overtime. Chiefs got the ball first. We knew goddamn well Justin Herbert wasn't getting that ball back. And as soon as they announced that the Chiefs was going to get the ball in overtime, we knew Josh Allen wasn't going to get that ball back. But the point is, there's 3 areas in football. There's offense, there's defense, and there's special teams. Somebody got to step up when it's their time to be on the field. And the defense gave up 28 points in the last 17 minutes of football. Come on, man. Like, nah, bro. I'm sorry. They didn't, not that they didn't deserve to win, because boy, that offense played a terrific game. But you got to get a stop, bro. You have to get a stop. And again, I fucking hate everybody on the Chiefs. I can't stand them. But them boys they're inevitable. You cannot give them as many chances as the Bills did. Oh, that's what I forgot to say. Dabo, bro. That drive that started with about 6.5 minutes left. They wanted to run the clock out. They wanted to make sure that Patrick Mahomes didn't get the ball at all, which is cool. But that's not how your offense is built. It's not. And he was doing that for the entire second half. They would get into 2nd and 4, and Dabo was like, no, I can show y'all. We can run the ball. And it didn't fucking work. And he kept trying to be like, oh, well, we need to keep Mahomes off the field. Brother, you have Joshua Allen on your team, Fuck that shit, nigga. Go score. If they score, guess what? 17 gets the ball back. So Dabo called a stupid game in the second half. The defense couldn't get off the fucking field. And the Chiefs are just inevitable, bro. They're just inevitable at this point. It was one of the greatest games I've ever seen in my life. That was peak football. Like quarterback duel wise, we always like to compare Mahomes and whoever to the next, like Brady and Manning. Brady and Manning ain't ever put up no fireworks like that, nigga.
This is a new era. Like this game for the next 10 years, when you're scouting quarterbacks now, it's going to be, can you escape the pocket and make plays, improv, and can you simply outthrow the defense when shit gets real? If you can't do that, we ain't really going to look for you.
And the mobility thing of it all definitely is big time, because if you really watch the game and go back and watch it, it's not like the Bills wasn't getting pressure. They just couldn't get to the nigga because he moves so well. Mm-hmm. He might look like he's not trying to spill a beer while he running, and he waddle like a fucking penguin. But Mahomes be getting the fuck up out of there, boy. He be getting up out of there.
And the danger is that breaks the defense down every single time. Every single time. Because now
it's demoralizing. Yeah. You get a good rush in, you right next to the nigga, and then he just spins out of the pocket and just waddles for 9 yards.
You can't stay in your zone for that shit. You just can't. You can't stay in your zone, bro. Everybody's moving, nigga. You're going to move too.
You know what I'm saying? You just can't. And the same thing with Josh Allen. It was that drive when they went to take the lead. I think it was 28, 26, whatever the fuck the score was. Josh Allen on 2 straight 4th downs just got out of the pocket. Melvin Ingram beat the shit out of Spencer Brown. Like, pushed him into Josh Allen's lap. Josh jumps out the way 5 yards behind that and still runs and gets a first down. You don't need. But if you want to win these type of games, you need quarterbacks that can just make something out of nothing, man. You really do. Like, that's not to say, the Burrows and the Mac Jones of the world, those guys can't win big games. But man, is it a lot easier when your quarterback can just hit the fuck it button and just do whatever the fuck he wants, man. It's just crazy.
Improvise button right there, bro. You just gotta appreciate that kind of stuff, man. We gotta stop the biases and the comparisons, man. You just gotta appreciate good quarterback play, man.
No, we still won't compare. That's what we do in sports.
Yeah, you're right. I am gonna keep pushing.
We gotta appreciate these guys for who they are, though. But the comparisons are never gonna stop, man. There's just too many good quarterbacks in the league now, bro. And it's funny because literally all of the good young quarterbacks are in the same conference. All of them. Yeah, every single one of them. And don't nobody mention the short nigga in Arizona. I'm done with that.
Stink.
I'm tired of seeing him be an MVP candidate for 6 games, and then the next 10 or 11, he's
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, y'all.
Yeah, I stand with Jalen Hurts. I do stand with Jalen.
I do too.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah.
I don't stand with Dak Prescott no more. Fuck that nigga.
I mean, it is what it is with Dak, man. He just don't have the arm, bro.
No, he don't. He don't, man. He just don't have that.
I'm at this point now at the bottom line is if you ain't got that motherfucking arm, man, I ain't really looking at you. Except unless you're Joe Burrow. But I ain't really looking at you.
I think he's a choke artist.
Burrow got the receivers to make up for him, man. Them guys over there is just special.
Boy, they special. I mean, that boy make sure he got chemistries with them.
Definitely make sure he say, go get my guys and then give me an O-line.
I'm scared they're not even going to be able to do that right. I really am. Burrow be getting his ass beat, bro.
Yeah, that tackle they did stink too. But it's okay.
Hey, chill out on Jones.
That's not healthy. It's not healthy. I mean, he does not need to be getting abused like that.
Somebody say he going to be the next Andrew Luck. Nigga, don't you ever compare Joseph Burrow to Andrew Luck.
Who he about to play? Oh, God. R.I.P.
Yeah, Chris Jones. Chris Jones wrecked the last game. The difference is
Not even that. Spags, Spags like to heat him up. We gonna heat that nigga up.
See, I wouldn't even do that.
Don't do it.
I'm
Not
not
this time.
leaving Jamar
Not
Chase
this time.
1-on-1. I'm just
Don't do
not
it.
doing it.
Don't.
He damn near gave him 300s.
Wait, is the
No.
is Tyron coming back? Yo? I know that. That's
I
not
don't
like.
give a
No, no,
fuck.
no, 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 no. I'm not asking that. I'm not
Yeah,
asking
he'll be
that
back. I
pertaining
think
to
he'll be back.
Jamar. I'm not. Yeah, I'm just asking.
Ed Reed could be back there, nigga. I don't give a damn.
Oh no, give me Ed.
Nigga, Tyler was there last game, pissed off. He was like, "Nigga, I gotta run everywhere."
You just can't. You cannot play straight up man against the Bengals right now. You just, unless your front four is winning every time, like the Raiders did for most of the game, and like the Titans did for the whole game, you just cannot run man against them boys. Jamar's just too fucking good. He's just too good. T. Higgins is really good. Did Tyler Boyd catch a pass?
Yeah.
Son, I don't even remember him catching the ball.
That nigga's a big ass wild card factor. You don't know when the fuck he gonna explode out of nowhere. That shit scares me because Uzamar's already.
CJ Uzama had a good game though. He had a good game.
Uzama.
Yeah, it's a solid game. And then Mixon had a solid game, but yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get y'all predictions for these next two games right here, Kansas City and Cincinnati. What's y'all prediction right here?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Man,
I think Kansas City is riding a wave right now where they just can't be fucked with. And it's a lot of momentum. It's a lot of momentum. And they're gonna be at home. Shit's gonna be loud. It's gonna be cold. Well, I don't think it matters for the Bengals about shit getting cold, but it's gonna be loud shit. That momentum, it's gonna carry. It's not gonna be like the last time they met. I hope Spagnuolo learns his lesson. Do not blitz Joe Cool. And any nigga named Joe Cool and shit like that that's known for their poise. Why blitz him? Don't do it.
I'd blitz him if he didn't have Jamar Chase smoking every goddamn body, but you just leaving him 1-on-1, and that's stupid. But I got Chiefs, man. Them niggas are just
they're on a
insane.
wave right now, man. You just can't
go. They're
them.
insane, bro. They are really fucking crazy. And the last two teams that beat the Chiefs the first time, around this year, Chargers, Bills, and didn't end well for either one of those teams. I mean, it was two great games, two really, really, really good games. Mm-hmm. But it's hard to beat that offense twice. And in that Kansas City Cincy game last time, there was some weird calls going Cincy way. I'm not going to lie to you. There was a bunch of real questionable calls going Cincy way. And if they didn't go Cincy way, I don't even think we're talking about this. The Bengals might have been fuck around and been the 6-7 seed, nigga. So we might not even be talking about this if it wasn't for them penalties and stuff. But I think it's going to be a good game, man. Yeah, it's going to be a really good
game. Another
thing
too, man. Mahomes it's another legendary playoff run. 9 touchdowns so far and 1 pick.
Fucking crazy. It's just fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take KC also, bro.
Nigga keep looking like playoff Flacco every time, man.
Right in the way, bro. Shit going right with them, bro. The comeback kids, as you already know what they are, bro. They just gonna keep doing what they're doing, and I think that Cincinnati's defense ain't ready for it.
No, they ain't got nobody. I don't think they got anybody that can fuck with Tyreek. Tyreek playing right now, nigga.
Let's just keep it a stack. Nobody can fuck with Tyreek Hill. And can we just be honest? There's not a receiver better than Tyreek Hill. Let's just cut the shit. Just cut it the fuck out. There's not a single receiver better than Tyreek Hill. I don't give a fuck if you want to talk route running, if they're more physical. I don't give a fuck. There's nobody that gives niggas more nightmares than Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, that touchdown, that 65-yarder, that nigga Levi Wallace was playing the best coverage he possibly could. They was playing 2-man with a trail. And the one to pass was perfect. But he takes a 7-8 yard inbreaker to the crib. And not only does he do that, nigga, the linebacker niggas was 3 yards ahead of me, peace signing on niggas. You know how ignorant you gotta be? How just insanely fast you gotta be to tell a nigga goodbye when they're in front of you? What? Come on. He's the best receiver in the league. Then we can start the discussion after. Well, to me, it's really not a Devontae Adams. But after them two, we can start discussing, the white man in LA and the other boy that do the gritty in Minnesota and all that shit. All them other niggas. But it's Tyreek Hill, bro.
Gotcha. Rams and 49ers. Who y'all
I'm so scared. I'm so fucking scared, bro.
third time around?
We standing with Jimmy G.
Get the fuck out of here.
49ers is winning that game, bro. The 49ers are winning that game.
I don't want to believe it.
You don't want to believe it, but I'm telling you what's going to happen. So we watched the Bucks-Rams game. The first two drives, the Bucks was running the fuck out of the football. They was running it very well. They got down early. So, they had to kind of, pick up the pace a little bit. But they ran the ball pretty effectively. If they're running the ball without Wirfs, with Donovan Smith playing like a fucking bum, I don't know what to tell you about goddamn the 49ers, man. I don't know. And can Jimmy G really keep being this fucking bad? Like, is he going to continue to be this goddamn stinky?
Don't test him, nigga.
Come on, man. Come on. I'm just talking about, he's going to give you a few. But is he going to, for the duration of the game, is he going to continue to be this ass? I don't know, man. I don't know if he is. And Frisco defense is playing good ball at the right time.
They are.
So and Shanny got McVay number. McVay ain't beat Shanny in 3 years, man.
Because that's the protege.
3 years.
Come
on, man. That I don't think it'll snap on this big stage right here. I think it's gonna be a really good game, but I'm taking the 49ers. Man.
I think that's the funniest shit because LaFleur and McVay was really working under Kyle Shanahan. So the funniest shit is Shanahan's y'all niggas is good, but don't forget.
Yeah, come on, nigga. No, I'm the don of this shit, boy. Come on now.
I just hope Jimmy G fucks up. I need Jimmy G to fuck up just enough at the worst times. When Jimmy G fuck up and throw a pick, usually be still 0-0. He gets his fuck ups out the way. I need him to do it at the worst.
Man, they playing good ball though, bro. Jimmy G continues to, play on this level, bro. We know that the Rams can go put up 20. We know that's all it's looking like. That's all they got to do is put up 20 points and they good.
Nigga, not even 20.
I don't know, man. The Rams defense ain't as good as Green Bay defense as a whole, bro. Like Vaughn and Leonard and AD and Jalen, those are really good players. Don't get me wrong. But boy, they got Eric Weddle back there starting at safety.
I think the biggest thing is, man.
He's good. Chargers legend.
Nah, bro. They got to find a way to do something about Debo, man. Because every time Debo see these niggas, he beat their ass bad.
There's nothing you can do about Debo, man. They lining his ass up at running back, son. What you gonna do? I just don't know if they have the athletes in the secondary, save Jalen Ramsey. And I just don't know if they're going to be able to stop this run, man. I really don't know if they're going to be able to stop that run game. And again, it just seems like it feels like the 17th fucking year in a row. The 49ers are playing good ball at the right time, man. They always do this. Every time they make the playoffs, they're always playing good ball at the right time for the last decade, man.
We're not supposed to be here.
They're always a team that you don't want to see in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. Because they just match up with niggas differently. You know what I'm saying? And we don't really talk about it, but that's gonna be a 49ers home game. The Rams are trying to stop niggas from Southern California from buying tickets.
Yeah. They trying to sell the shit to LA residents.
It's gonna be red in that month. The whole stadium gonna be red. That is a Niners home game, bro. So it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird and different out there, motherfucker.
I like it. It's gonna be a nice weekend, man.
For sure.
I hope that it's action packed.
Oh man, I don't want to Chiefs 49ers Super Bowl again, bro.
I don't either.
I'm standing with Jimmy G.
Let's go.
And when he missed that pass again for another Super Bowl. Missed that
It's gonna catch up with him eventually, man.
See, this time he not gonna fuck up this time because instead he just gonna do a jet sweep to Debo and he gonna take care of the rest.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Ain't gonna need no down the field passes, nigga. Debo out here.
I heard you, brother. Oh yeah, man. That's another episode of 3-Way Deal. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Catch us next week. Maybe we'll have another episode in a couple of days. Follow us on, our social medias and whatnot. Stay tuned and you'll know all the upcoming dates and whatnot. Remember, we got big things coming soon. So just stay tuned and keep supporting, man. We appreciate y'all. Stu, say what you guys say, man.
No, I love y'all, man. Everybody be safe out here.
Don.
Chiefs Kingdom, baby.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Disgusting.